Slayer.
What's up, Joe Sketch back again with another Road to Pro episode 4. And as usual, start with my own performance before going on to my topic, which is the NA team LOL. Because of the EU Pro League starting today, my actual playtime was limited to only 5 games, where I won 4, having an 8% win-loss, with 97 kills, 35 assists and 66 deaths, giving me a 1.47 KD ratio. It's not really much to say about it, because I only played 5 games, so I won't focus on a map or a game type, but I played consistently throughout and was happy despite not playing that much. Well, I think that was a pretty quick summary. Now that that is done, I'll go into my main part of the video, which is, who are the team LOL? At the start of Season 2 Pro League, the Optic squad consisted of Aaron Ace Elam, Richie Heinz, Bradley APG Laws and Nick Maniac Kirshner were dropped from their organisation and replaced by CLG. They thus formed the team LOL. During this formation, their teammate Nick Maniac Kirshner announced his retirement. He would however have to play the first 4 games of the Pro League unless they found a sub. For this video I will include Maniac, even though he has retired, because he still is technically the 4th member of this team and they haven't announced an official 4th sub for him. Even though they played with Ryan Noob the first week and Renegade JW the second week. Now for the players. Bradley, APG, or a pure gangster Laws, has been playing Halo since 2006. During Halo 2, he would play consistently outside of the top 32 however. Starting Halo 3 with a top 112 finish with Game Hard, it wasn't until Dallas 2009 that APG picked up great form, placing 7th with Under the Influence. He then joined Dynasty with Destin, Enable and Ex-Optic, placing 7th and 4th in the next 2 tournaments. At the start of 2010, APG with Destin would join Maniac and Demon D on Believe the Hype, placing 5th at Orlando and then pressing 3rd at Columbus. APG would part ways with Maniac for the rest of the season, rejoining Dynasty with Clutch, Destin and Ex-Optic, and later Heinz, placing 7th, 3rd and 6th at Champs to finish the season. He would then reform his partnership with Maniac on Believe the Hype for 1 tournament, finishing 3rd at the start of 2011. After 2 team changes and 2 disappointing results, he then formed THO Infamous with Lethal, picking up Ryan and Blaze. Their first tournament was one for the headlines. They won, beating the perceived undefeatable God Squad, Instinct, in a Game 11 final. They then placed 2nd at the next event, losing to APG's former squad, Dynasty, and teammates Heinz and Destin. Their last event together was MLG Providence Championship, where they finished an underwhelming 12th. Both the last 2 Halo Reach tournaments, APG would finish 3rd. APG would bounce around teams for the whole of Halo 4, starting on Ambush with Formal, Heinz and Snipedown, who would place 2nd at MLG 4 Championship, followed by 1st at AGL 3 Chicago, the next event. He would then place 4th at AGL 5 Nashville with Status Quo, 1st at AGL 6 Pittsburgh with G4C Misfits, 4th and 3rd at AGL 7 Knoxville and UMG Chicago with Warriors, and finishing Halo 4 on Classic, placing 5th to 6th at AGL 8 Knoxville. After not competing for a year, he would return in late 2014, where he would rejoin old teammate Maniac on Believe the Hype, winning the MCC Launch Invitational. Sticking with Believe the Hype for the next 2 events, he would finish 5th and then 9th to 12th. This would lead APG to join Optic, but before the Gamers Forgiven 2015 tournament, he would leave citing lack of practice. For that tournament, he joined Noble Black, once again teaming with his former teammate Maniac, and they would place 9th to 12th. Despite this, the team would stick together, finishing 3rd at HS Season 1 finals after a long win streak through the losers bracket. The last 3 MCC events, APG would finish 2nd, 3rd and 3rd on Team Denial with Mitquin, Heinz and Chig, placing him as one of the top players going into Halo 5, where he continued to perform, winning the first event, Iron Games Daytona. After this, APG would join Team Envious, but after only 3 online cups, he left to join Liquid with Eco, long-serving teammate Heinz and Ace. This team would place 5th to 8th at X Games, and 5th to 8th at NA Regionals, meaning they qualified for Worlds, where despite winning their first 3 group games, they were knocked out in the quarters by Denial. Despite being involved in a car accident hours before Liquid's next event, HCS Pro League Summer Qualified 2016, APG would still play, placing 3rd and not qualifying for Pro League. After this tournament, Brad left Liquid, feeling he wasn't performing at his best. He would gain a golden opportunity when Nader retired from Optic's roster. Brad would replace him, gaining a spot in the Pro League. With APG, Optic would finish bottom with a record of 2 and 12, but stayed in after beating Denial in the losers final at relegation 4-2. Heinz started his career on Halo 2, but didn't pick up any significant results during this time. At the start of Halo 3, Heinz joined Believe the Hype, where he placed 9th in his first event, followed by 6th. For the rest of 2008 season, he'd be on Ambush, with Cloud, up-and-coming player Pistola, and Nexus, finishing 4th at Orlando and Dallas, 5th at Toronto, and 7th at Champs. This garnered Heinz a good reputation as one of the best objective players in Halo 3. Starting the 2009 season, he formed Triggers Down with SK, Pistola, and Hysteria, starting a famous rivalry with Straight Rippin'. Heinz and Triggers Down would win 3 of the next 4 events, placing 2nd to Straight Rippin' only in Columbus. His last event in the 2009 season, MLG Orlando 2009 Championships, a controversial ruling knocked him out in 5th. During a match against Believe the Hype, Hysteria's X was froze as he was in the process of capping the winning flag. The game was decided to be replayed, where BTH won and went on to win the tournament. After a disappointing finish to the season, Heinz joined rival Straight Rippin' at the start of the next season, alongside T-Squared, Snipedown and Legit. But after 2 poor performances, he left, rejoining Believe the Hype for 1 tournament, finishing 6th. The last 2 Halo 3 tournaments, Heinz joined Dynasty with APG, Clutch and Destin, placing 3rd and 6th. Heinz finished Halo 3 as arguably a top 10 player. Starting back on Triggers Down, for Reach, Heinz placed 9th. The next 5 tournaments, Heinz was on Dynasty, teaming with the likes of Snipedown, Destin, Formal and Toxic. They placed 3rd, 6th, 4th, 1st at Orlando 2011 and 5th. The last 2 Halo Reach tournaments, Heinz would finish 3rd at both. Heinz was on Ambush for nearly all of Halo 4, and for good reason. Initially with APG, Formal and Snipedown, they placed 2nd at Champs 2012 and then won AGL 3 Chicago. Replacing APG for the next event, Pistola, they formed the Halo 4 God Squad, winning the next 3 events, placing 4th at Knoxville and then winning Atlanta. To finish Halo 4, Heinz finished 2nd in the free-for-all tournament at Rooster Teeth Expo and 3rd in the 4v4. Rejoining fan favourites Triggers Down for the start of MCCC, he would place 3rd at PAX Prime. This wasn't enough to keep Heinz in the squad as he left for Shoot to Kill for the MCC Invitational, with Ogre 2, Royal 2 and Snakebite, placing 3rd again. CLG then made their way into Halo, acquiring their squad and making Heinz captain. Heinz would lead CLG to a 1st place victory at Iron Games Columbus, then 3 2nd place finishes in the next 3 events. After the 3rd 2nd place in a row, this time at Season 1 Finals, Heinz was released from CLG, joining Denial alongside APG, Chig and Mikwin for the remainder of H2A. They placed 2nd, 3rd and 3rd to finish the MCC. After being a free agent for 3 months, Heinz joined Team Envious with APG, Mikwin and Pistola. After 3 online cups, he left with APG to join Liquid. As I mentioned with APG, Liquid would finish 5th to 8th at X Games, NA Regionals, then Worlds. After Worlds, Heinz found himself on Elevate with Randa, Denoxide, Swiftkill and later Falcated. This team lost in the losers bracket final to Optic, not qualifying for Pro League. 3 weeks into the open circuit, Heinz was scouted in for Pro League, replacing Goofy on Allegiance. Despite improving Allegiance's standing, Heinz was released in the off-season, finding himself on LOL. Nick Maniac Kirshner recently announced his retirement from pro gaming, but his career has been nothing but successful. Starting in 2007 on Halo 2, he wouldn't find much success until Dallas 2009, when he joined Believe the Hype and formed a legacy with the team. He placed 9th at his first event, following by 5th. One of the biggest upsets in Halo history happened when Maniac's BTH, with Clutch, Demon D and Cloud, won the MLG Orlando Championships 2009. Maniac's legacy on Believe the Hype lasted 5 more years, where he was not placed out of the top 13, getting 5 more 3rd places, 2nd at AGL 6 Pittsburgh, and 1st at MCC Invitational. During this time, Maniac formed strong partnerships with the likes of Clutch, Cloud, APG and Formal. His last tournament with BTH was 9th at UGC St. Louis. After this, BTH would disband, with Maniac joining teammate APG on Noble Black, with Ares and Arcanum. Their first tournament was lackluster, but they managed to pick up 3rd at PAX East. On March 15, 2015, Maniac joined Optic Gaming, becoming a celebrity in the Halo scene. With teammates Flamesword, Ace and Assault, Optic would find relative success for the rest of the MCC, placing top 6 at the last 3 events. After a disappointing start at Gamescom Invitational, losing the first round, Ace left Optic, leaving Maniac and Flamesword in limbo, trying to find a team. Originally Assault stayed and they picked up Stella, but this didn't last long. Assault and Stella would leave before the last chance qualifier, and Maniac and Optic would pick up Chaser and Lifestyle, where they would qualify as 16th seed for NA Regionals. Optic would go out in the groups, losing to Triggers Pound and Allegiance, and only beating Dream Team, meaning they didn't make it to Worlds. After Worlds, Chaser and Lifestyle were dropped, with Ace and Nader being picked up. This team would fail to qualify at Pro League Invitational, leading Flamesword to retire, giving Maniac captaincy. Maniac's first decision as captain was to sign Straight Sick, where it would take until losers finals in the LCQ to qualify for Pro League. Nady retired after qualifying, leading Nick to replace him with APG. Unfortunately for Maniac, Optic would place 8th in the Pro League with a record of 2-12. However, they stayed in the Pro League, beating Denial in the relegation losers finals. Maniac famously had a goal line stop against Cloud to tie the game in CTF Fathom with 10 seconds left. With Season 2 starting, Optic released their current roster, leading Maniac to retire. Nick has had a great history in Halo and hopefully continues to be a part of the community despite retiring. Aaron Ace Elam, younger brother of retired former pro Kyle Elamite Warrior Elam, has been playing competitive Halo since the age of 11. Having little success in Halo 2, Ace joined Breaking Point for the MLG San Diego 2008, placing 9th. The next 3 events his team would place respectively in the top 12. At the start of 2009, Ace joined Status Quo, the consistent 3 of himself, Flamesword and Todd's. For the first 2 events, their 4th was Strong Side, where they placed 7th at both. Clutch replaced Strong Side for one tournament, with Ace's team finishing 10th. Legend Pimps was their final member for the 2009 season, where they finished 10th and 9th. 2010 was met with a change, Tots and Legend Pimps out, Enable and Assault in. This roster of Flamesword, Ace, Enable and Assault would stay on Status Quo for over 2 years. Their first 3 events were met with solid 4th place positions, and after a disappointing 7th at DC 2010, Status Quo had finished Halo 3 with a 2nd place, beating Instinct in the losers finals. Halo Reach saw Status Quo win the opening event in Dallas 2011, and finishing 2nd at Anaheim with a 7th place in Columbus in between. This roster would finish 5th at Raleigh, 4th at Orlando, and finish the year with a 7th at Providence. For the last event of Halo 3, Ace joined his brother Elamite Warrior on Shady Halo Kids, with Best Man and Hysteria, finished 5th to 6th. Ace's biggest claim to fame, however, is that he won the 2012 Global Championship. Tying the game at 6-6 with 50 seconds left, Ace went on to beat Pistola in a first kill wins rematch, winning 200 grand, one of the most synonymous moments in Halo history. Ace would then join Dynasty later on Halo 4, placing top 24 at MLG Fall Championship 2012. Rejoining Status Quo for 2 more events, finishing 2nd and 4th, Ace's last 4 Halo event was on BTH, finishing 4th at AGL 9 Atlanta. Starting H2A with a win at PAX Prime with Snipe Down Pistola and Strong Side, Ace then joined Optic Gaming, back with Flamesword and Assault, who he had been teaming with on Status Quo, and later Maniac. This team finished no lower than top 8 throughout MCC, with 2 third place finishes being their highest. After a disappointing 3rd-4th at Gamescom with Optic, Ace left to join Liquid Vibe for Iron Games Daytona, placing 7th to 8th. At this event, Legit, Ace's teammate, was attacked before Championship Sunday, leaving Clutch to sub for him. After this, Ace was the only member to stay on Liquid, joined by teammates APG, Heinz and Eco. They would finish 5th to 8th at X Games and 5th to 8th at Worlds. After Worlds, Ace rejoined Optic, helping them to a spot in the Pro League, where despite finishing 8th with a record of 2-12, Ace put up the best stats for his team. Optic managed to retake their place in Pro League through relegation. With the current 2nd lowest KD of 0.88 and KDA of 5.69, LOL have struggled in their first 4 league games, losing all of them. They have been predicted to finish 8th, but a big 4th player being picked up by this side may change their season. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow I'll be doing a video on Evil Geniuses, but for now, please like and subscribe. I've been Joe Sketch. Peace.
Weapon pad in 10 seconds. Frenzy. Blue team nearing victory. Weapon pad's up.